fine. It's just loading. It always has like a little hiccup in the loading screen. God, I wish this was the actual Bismarck skin. I wish this artwork was instead of the actual skin that she got. Alright. Now it seems to be fine. Yeah, rally quest, who cares? Oh, I didn't do this one, haha. Login campaign. Oh, this is still the old one. For a second I thought it was the new one. Yes, yes, who cares? Comic update? Eh. What the fuck is this? For items in the meta shop? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't hold anything. Let me just get rid of all these annoying plinks, and then I will pull on the gacha. No, this costs money. I shouldn't, I need all the money. This one is for free. This one is for free. Refresh. Sure, I take it. I take it. It's for free. And none of these are free. Let me finish these. I'm gonna keep that slot open. Right, Nelson Retro. Yeah, buy set. Not that I need to. God, I hate the categories so much. Such a unnecessary thing to exist. So what the hell is the meta shop? Need to check that out. Oh, I hate this already. Oh god. What a terrible decision. I always knew metas would end up in the gacha pool. However, this one, the way they do it, unnecessary grind. Unnecessary, just, Metal shop? Meta shop. Alright then, alright. I see. Yeah, not a fan of how they implemented metas into the gacha, but it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. The day metas came out, I was like, they're gonna be in the gacha at some point. Everything else was copium. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Bismarck, my beloved. Nope. Nope. I don't think she's in this pool. Oh, it's terrible! Oh, it was terrible! I certainly don't have that much coins. Yeah. Regensburg? Okay, okay. Honestly, I fucking hate her design, I'll be honest. She looks so ugly. There is something... The body to head proportion is so off and I hate it. It looks like someone took the fattening tool on Photoshop and just pulled it all over her body. I don't like it. Such a waste of an idea. Well, one is down. Otto? She looks like the submarine. I don't know what they thought with her design. She looks like an absolute submarine. She does not look like a DD. It's the ships in this event, outside of Bismarck 2, have very weird design choices. That was so quick. That was the best gacha I ever had, probably in any UR event. This is the payoff for being a determined Iron Blood main. Wait, why is it picking? What the fuck? Iron Blood main's eating good today. Go away! Time for real secretary. Who did I remove? August doesn't have a skin, basically. Where's my woman? There's my woman. Go away. What the fuck? My emulator crashed! She's too powerful! She's too powerful! A ship so strong she eradicated the emulator with her pure presence. Damn, boy! She fake! She crashed the emulator! I have never seen the emulator crash. What an experience. What an experience. How the fuck did that happen? What the hell? Did it soft lock my emulator? It keeps crashing. Wait. Let me log in over my phone and change that. Oh my god. Is that seriously happening? How? How? The fuck? I'm gonna log into my phone, change my secretaries again, and we're gonna look at her another time. We will look at Bismarck respectfully from a distance. Just updating real quick. What the fuck? Come on, update already. Oh, I hate it. It's been like since a year where Azur just doesn't properly update on phone anymore. I've had so much issues with it. Let me try in the meantime to just like restart the emulator over and over. Maybe at some point it will work, right? Oh my god, update already. It has to work at some point. Wait, that's Arknights. That's the wrong game. What an experience. Oh god, my Windows wants to update. No! She keeps crashing the emulator! Wow. Alright. Alright. Guess I need to change it over phone real quick. That is funny. I need to tell that someone. What kind of stupid bullshit is this? Okay. Let me just hover on the menu then. Imagine she also crashes my phone once I log in. That would be terrible. Oh god, she doesn't do it on phone. Good thing, good thing, good thing. Yeah, remove her. Yeah, okay. Right. Okay, she is removed from being my secretary. Okay. She can't appear now anymore, right? Right, if I change it on my phone. If I change it on my phone, she can't appear anymore. Oh, please let that have worked. It would be terrible if it doesn't work that way. It carries over. It has to carry over. Because it's the same account. Ah. Okay. Hi there, Danny. Oh, thank God I'm being allowed in the game. I'm being allowed in the game. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Whoa. That was scary. That was scary. Okay, we will not look at her. First of all, we update this. Kinda sucks. I hope it doesn't crash the emulator when I just click on her in the dock. Let's see. First of all, let me look at the other ones. Regensburg. When the battle starts, there are 2 or more Iron Blood ships afloat and the fleet increases the ship's firepower and torpedo. Every 5 seconds after battle starts, locks onto a random enemy, prioritizes human enemies, increases damage dealt by Iron Blood ships that target by blah blah blah. Also blah 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 blah. Some additional... Okay. Makes her good for bosses. Why the fuck is she called Regina? Regina, the Iron Empress. What the fuck? Whatever. When the battle starts, blah blah blah. Same condition. Increases with AA. Every time the ship takes 10 instances of damage, increases the shield up to 2 enemy bullets. Terrible. When this effect activates while an enemy is locked on by Regina, the Iron Empress, the duration is extended by an additional 8 seconds. Additionally, creates a barrier can absorb. Trash. Trash. Shield skills are trash. Always have been. So, increase ship's firepower and torpedo by blah 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 versus barrage. When ship hits the same enemy from main guns 10 times, increase ship's damage dealt by that enemy. Okay, just more gun damage. Increase ship's evasion and speed. When the ship's all-out assault skill activates, increase the ship's evasion rate more. Then the ship takes damage as a result of an attack. Chance to increase the ship's damage taken by... That sounds trash. That's trash. That's a nothing burger. That skill might as well barely that does 15%? That is a terrible survival skill. Ah! There she is! Ah! She's beautiful! let me inspect. Oh, she's so epic! Oh, she looks so epic! Bismarck, meine Kaiserin! Okay, Increase the ship's firepower and reload. When the ship fires her main gun, the first volley of the sub is guaranteed to critically hit. Fires a special barrage that creates zones on the battlefield that enemies are drawn into. So basically, she has crowd control. Wait, did my stream stop? No. Oh god, what is happening? Is it back? Is it reconnected? What is going on today? I hate it. I'm getting pissed off by this. But between 2 mods to provide support, the support mod toggles each time Bismarck 2 fires her main guns. Synchron Link, that sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Reduces damage received by Bismarck 2 by blah 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 and increases the power of the next Calamity's Void Flame Special Barrage. Garyon starts battle in Synchron Link mode. Synchron release, Garyon will separate from Bismarck 2, move to a different location, and begin attacking with special weapons. Based on the skill level. After Garyon completes deployment as a result of the skill, it will perform another special attack. Yo, she literally summons a dragon. Reborn Temple of Iron. Increases firepower, torpedo, and AA of Ironblood ships in the same fleet as this ships by 5% when a fleet this ship is not in starts a battle, whilst the ship is still afloat, fires a supporting barrage after the battle. Damages, skill level. If the flagship of that fleet is an Ironblood ship, also increases the aviation of that fleet's Ironblood CV and CVLs. There is a point. There is a point in still using Bismarck or OG because of that. Because that 100% stacks with OG Bismarck's buff on the other fleet, meaning you can just buff the Ironblood carriers even more, which already is a really, really good fleet composition for them to have. It's like, so you wanna put this Bismarck just with all the powerhouses, and then you put the other fleet, which best should be the mob fleet, because carrier clears mobs really good. And because, I mean, technically you want August in the boss fleet. However, I think this is actually a good reason to put her together with Graf Zeppelin into the other fleet, or even just go full carrier mode in the other fleet. This is pretty good. Alright. Anyway. Collect all of this. Let me get all of this other stuff out of the way first. I'll be honest, don't care. Don't care. I genuinely don't care about this. Just let me continue. Just let me go. Let me out of here. Just give me the rewards. Just give me the rewards. I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna read it on my other account. Uh-huh. Hey there. Oh. Fairy wings? Ooh. Alright, looks cute, looks cute. Oder I'm gonna skip through the text. I got all the event ships and 30 pulls, so pretty good, pretty good. And then Bismarck crashed my emulator. I tried to look at her and she crashed my emulator. Maybe. Oh, okay, this is the mini game. No, this is the Iron Blood main luck. This is... I'm always unlucky in every single ultra rare event. But I am a determined Iron Blood main and it finally paid off. Upgrade? Upgrade these. Missions, collect. Upgrade that. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. And quite frankly, don't care. Go adventuring. Do I just get rewards for clicking on these? Is there anything I need to do? What's the point of this? What's the point of this? Don't get it. No, I also prefer old skin more. I like her other skins more. I'm not a fan of swimsuit skins, I find them kinda ugly. This is the better skin, changed my mind. Way better skin. Let me get all of this. Yeah, go. Go. Let me start with the event. Okay, that's all. Finally. Oh, my nose is stuffed. Oh, I have hay fever. SOS received from the Floating Fortress Supporting Fleet Assembly in Progress designated flagship KMS Bismark sometime after the defeat of the high-level Siren program compiler. Correct heading, clear visibility, but looks like we have some rough weather on the horizon. Hi there, Lighto. Light, I already got all the event ships out of 30 pulls. I already won the gacha. But that's nothing you and I can't overcome, Lord Bismarck. Hehe, you know, I'm so glad I get to sort here with you once more. I can't wait to go out there and do some good work. Just don't be reckless, both of us might be a bit rusty after all this time. Got it, I'll be careful. Yeah, my stream crashed. I had a bit of technical issues at the start, but I'm back. Because if I go down, who else is gonna cover you? Ha, that's true, you are my steadfast little Parseval after all. I'll be careful as well, and everyone has the fortune of getting a second chance like me. I've already had my fair share of tempting fate and there are so many people counting on me. Lord Bismarck, forgive me for bringing up such a heavy topic. I'll make it up to you by taking you to a concert after we get back. No, I'm fine. After all that matters is that you're safe and sound, Lord Bismarck. And I swear I lay down my life for you if anyone tries to hurt you ever again. Haha, you're too diligent for your own good, but I appreciate it. Alright then, let's go ahead for now. Please follow my lead. You've already more than fulfilled your promise, my friend. This time I'll be the one to protect you. Oh man, I'm already paying too much for this internet. I'm paying so much money and it still dies on me. It's just this there is literally only 2 internet providers in this entire country and both are shit. I used my new strength to that end. You, 556, sailed ahead of her eagerly, sometimes looking around, of at times dipping into the ocean before leaping out like a dolphin. The small girl had once ferried her corrupted hull away from the brink of destruction. Hello there. She followed behind her friend's frolicking figure, inexplicable feelings swirling around her chest. What's this, an urgent message? It's from Scupper Flow. The gate is acting up, it seems. I must see what's wrong with it. It's time we said goodbye for today. In the meantime, don't use the Tower of Midgard under any circumstance, is that clear? The very world depends on it. Goodbye. Our teleporter began to act up around the same time the Royal Navy did. Worse yet, we lost all contact with the floating fortress that houses it around the same time the Royal Navy reported their issues. The possibility of a siren attack is high, but with Peter Strasser and Ulrich von Hutten stationed there, combat prowess should be the least of our concerns. One thing is clear, we can't afford to let our guard down. If they have the capacity to launch a multi-prolonged attack like this, we may well be dealing with a meta or Ashes enemy. Whatever the case, time is of the essence. Fortress support fleet rendezvous point. Dark clouds cover the seas with distant thunder rumbling now and then. Amidst the rain, 2 girls made their way to the rendezvous point to meet with Bismark. What terrible weather! How am I supposed to scout anything out with this awful visibility? Just deal with it. You can't exactly reschedule for better weather when there's an emergency. It takes too long to send the fleet from back home, so we're the only ones who can respond in time along with Bismark herself. You're not going to let a little storm get in the way of your duties, are you? It's not the rain I'm concerned about, you know how high-ranking sirens abnormal weather tend to go hand in hand? Sure, but what are you afraid of? We already took down Compiler. That's 1. How many more are out there? Purify and Ometer, just to name a couple. Hold on, I'm seeing a strange silhouette to our 12. Huh, it's not a siren, is it? Long hair, big guns and rigging, it looks like it has a life of its own. Please tell me one of our colleagues forgot to RSVP and that's not a purifier right ahead of us. Oh, let's get out of here for the time being. Apologize to Bismarck later. It might be a tad late for that. Look, it's approaching us at high speed. Damn it, then make a break for it while I cover you. Get some backup while I keep the elite at bay. Huh? Aircraft carriers are more important to the Ironblood fleet than destroyers, so you have to get out of here safely. Wait, sorry, I took the joke too far. I was just kidding. Look, you don't have to console me. I've already come to terms with my greater purpose. I hold him back. You go and tell Bismarck. Girl's about to die. She's about to literally die. She will gladly sacrifice her life. Would you stop and use your eyes? They're an ally. Horns, long hair, and a wing-like cape. Oh, during the mission briefings there was something about meeting up with a rigging tamer, right? Wait, they're talking about Regensburg? Now you're finally using your head. What the hell? Why didn't you say anything earlier? I mean, you had the right answer before your mind went on a magical journey anyway. What's the matter with you two? Frightened by my Regina? Upset stomachs, perhaps? It's nothing. We've been waiting for you. You okay? Encounter anything on the way here? A handful of stray sirens. They made a decent meal for my Regina. I'm gonna call it now. They have no fucking clue what the fuck they just translated there. Regensburg literally translate. Like the very literal translation of it is Rain Castle. And they just called her Regina because the words look similar. But they're completely different meanings. They are two very different words. Because the translator have no fucking clue. Where's Bismarck? Has she not arrived yet? More like we haven't. They're not at the rendezvous point just yet. Then what are we standing around for? Chop chop. I've waited long enough to fight side by side with Bismarck as it is. Yes, yes, whatever you say. Okay, I get it. Stop pushing me. Friedrich, how are you feeling? The performers have gathered and I'm ready to conduct. I hate when they use the song in the background. I hate that. That is kinda not okay, in a way. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable in a very unsettling way. I can't really properly describe, but I don't appreciate hearing a piano cover of the national anthem in a game with waifu warships. It gives me some really, really rancid vibes, and I wish they would stop it. There is something not comfortable about this. I ask you one last time, are you sure about this? Of course, for power to serve as a deterrent, it must be displayed. The symphony must be played to its conclusion. Very well. Carry out the plan then. We're ready when you are, Enterprise. Good. Begin the mission. Let's go. Let's go. Mirror C alpha phase. Oh, I hate it. I think what bothers me. Okay, this is a bit off topic, but I think why exactly it gives me such rancid vibes is because most of the world doesn't even understand how heavily changed the anthem even is in this day and age, And just hearing the music, the melody of it, in connecting with warships, is kinda how to put it. Very insensitive in a way, because it connects the national anthem back to that time where we no longer want to be heavily associated with. I'm really bad at finding words for this, but I don't like it, and I wish they would stop with that. The sound of waves roused her consciousness. From the darkness, her hazy eyes slowly came into focus. Where am I? Nearby, the teleporter connecting the floating fortress to the Tower of Midgard hummed with an eerie light. The Tower of Midgard has been activated. She rose to her feet and looked around. There was nobody there, only an empty sea that seemed to stretch on forever. I should be in the floating fortress right now. Is this another daydream? But it feels so real. Her memory was a mess, and her recurring nightmares made her very thoughts feel unreliable. Her physical body had also been wrecked by bouts of lethargy, blurring the lines between dream and reality even further. But as she reached down, brushing her fingertips through the water swirling around her feet, she felt an icy cold reality that did not pass right through her fingers. The massive construct near her pulsed with a hypnotic light as if calling to her, and she chose to answer it. Just as the spinning sensation in her head was starting to subside, a burst of light from the Tower of Midgard illuminated the world around her. It was as if sky and sea had swapped places, the loosened surface at her feet shimmering more brilliant than the stars. Is this the same place, only turned upside down? Ha, guess that settles it. Another damn dream. In the distance were strange cube-like objects rising from the sea, casting long shadows in every direction. Her eyes were drawn to the Tower of Midgard. It was working, but not as normal. The column of blue light surging from it ascended straight into the sky, like a lighthouse glimmering in the lost. Following its call, Ulrich activated her rigging and started to make her way towards the light. Alright, let's go. Oh, no, never mind. Floating fortress main entrance. I can't see a thing, but it must mean we're in the right place. If we could see the fortress, its cloaking device wouldn't be working. Don't you think it's odd, though, that no one has come out to meet us? Yeah, Lord Bismarck is here, and that warrants a royal welcome. Something must be seriously wrong here. Wait. Huh? Thank you! I've never... sorry, I just got confused. Someone just cheered bits. Well, Wolfleet cheered bits. I've never had that happen to me. Thank you. That is the first time. Thank you. Yet the SOS signal wasn't jammed, nor do I see any signs of a siren attack. Yeah, I'm reading. I have the competency to read. But we aren't getting any responses to our calls either. Whatever happened, it must have taken place from the inside. We won't learn anything else without going in ourselves. Shall we? Oh god! He's going! He keeps going! Thank you! We won't learn anything else without going... Okay, I already read that. Wait, this route is too dangerous to use. Wow! I know another way in for emergencies. Come with me. Floating Fortress Inner Complex. My, we have quite a situation in our hands. The whole sky's turned purple. If that isn't ominous, I don't know what is. Oh god, he keeps going! Thank you! It wasn't like this the last time I was here. At least there wasn't a siren ambush party waiting for us. Bismarck, all the equipment still seems operational. It's not a mechanical issue. So where are all the people who are supposed to be here? That's what we're here to find out. First of all, let's head to the control center and enable the defenses. I also like you 556. She is really cute. I'm not much of a fan of her design. That is like her skin. Her skin is pretty cute, but the normal design is not. But I love her personality. She's mega cute. You 556, take my access card and investigate all security along the way. Oh god, there's another one. Thank you, Chefy. That's very kind of you. Roger, roger. Is this a competition now? I don't know what to do. User credentials verified. Welcome back, Bismark. I don't know how to react to this, I'll be honest. Run a self-diagnosis. What? What? Bismarck be like, I know a different entry. Turns into Bismarck 2. Running self-diagnostic. Inner structure secure. Fortress perimeter secure. Fortress server array insecure. Did I miss something? What the hell just happened? She just turned into Bismarck 2 with no explanation whatsoever. Phew, the stuff seems so futuristic no matter how many times I see it. It sure is. Now let's go. Bismarck brought her fleet through a long corridor and several security gates, arriving at the control center. The lights were on as they should be, and big computer screens were still relaying information from all sectors of the fortress. Is that Prince Heinrich? What are you doing, sleeping on the floor? Hello? Hello? Wake up! Wake up! Oh god! She's out cold. I heard before that she's a deep sleeper, but this is totally ridiculous. This can't be regular sleep. She's gotta be in a coma or something. Without a doubt, something isn't right here. Look at Adalbert over here. She's not waking up either. No wonder our calls have gone unanswered. Shall we slap them around a bit and see if that works? No, it's a bad idea to try to wake them before we know what made them unconscious to begin with. I suspect these two aren't the only ones either. Let's split up and check on the others. If you find anyone else, bring them to the sick bay. Report to me at once if you start to feel unwell at all. Roger. Bismarck took a seat in front of a computer and monitored the fortress facilities. Almost everyone has been found and brought to the sick bay. We're just missing 3 people. Gneisenau, Meta, Ulrich and Suikaku. Everyone else is in a coma still. In addition, the Tower of Midgard has been activated for some reason. Elizabeth, how did you foresee this? She entered 2 commands into the control system terminal and executed them. Yeah, I have the theory that the Elizabeth... Ulrich is a funny name. I mean, it's a pretty normal name. I have the theory that the Elizabeth we're talking to isn't really our Elizabeth anymore, but that she is very much in contact with her meta version, and they're both plotting together. First, raise the fortress security level to maximum. Second, activate all defense system. The screens around the control center showed the fortress' various defense weapons coming to life one after another. This will buy us some time. Now let's check on the tower itself. As she scrolled through her central system's data logs, a set of entries highlighted in red caught her attention. There are 2 records of it having been used recently. Both point to the same destination, but someone scrambled the coordinates. Who could have done this? She tried diverting computing resources towards deciphering the coordinates. However, I can't unscramble them, but the gate should still be tethered to the same place. There's a good chance I find Ulrich on the other side, even if we don't know where it leads. But there's also a good chance that it's a trap, so what do I do? Lord Bismarck, we've brought everybody we found down to the sick bay. But we still haven't found Gneisenau, Meta, Ulrich or Tsuikaku, and we've already searched this place from top to bottom. Ah, thank you for follow. Thank you. It's okay, I doubt you'll find them here. Tell everyone to get ready and gather at the Tower of Midgard. I'll meet up with you in a bit. I need to check on the wounded in the sick bay first. Ah, thank you also for follow. At the tower, we've already figured out where they went. More or less, I suppose. I've raised the fortress security level to maximum. Our mass-produced ships will hopefully keep the incapacitated safe. They'll have to, because we're going to use the gate and rescue our missing friends. It's a rescue mission now. I always do, I have a very weird habit of having certain, a certain order of what type of fleet I'm building from each event, and the themes I have this time is a purple fleet and a USS fleet, with the weakest ships that I currently have of them. Oh, they changed the MVP screen! Interesting! That looks way better, yeah. Looks way better. Also, I don't know if the sound is right, if it's too loud or not, because it's very loud for me. I hope it isn't too loud on the other side. Yeah, I like this screen, it's pretty good. Oh, they're moving. Alright, alright. Doesn't seem loud. Okay, that's good to hear. Man, the day when I figure out how to properly do audio is gonna be a good day. Also, I hope I don't sound too nasally, because it is currently spring, and when it's spring, I'm kinda suffering, not gonna lie. I hate it. Mirror C Alpha Phase. In a place where time and space seem to blur together, only the bright shining tower of Midgard provided any sense of direction. Yeah, I didn't have any issues the last few years, but this year is kinda bad. Also, I need to make the game more silent for me. One moment. It's very loud. Okay, yeah, that's better, it's way better for me. Okay, yeah, that's better. In place where time and space seem to blur together, only the bright shining tower. Okay, I already read that. Wow, so pretty. It's like we're walking on the Milky Way. And what do you think those giant cubes floating in the distance are? Right, sorry, now it's not the time for sightseeing. So, where the heck are we? Just making sure, but we followed Ulrich through the gate and are supposed to be in a separate mirror seat, right? Correct. We came under attack and everyone else except us fell into a coma. I know that. I want to check out the situation, but it doesn't explain why the Tower of Midgard is still here even after we went through the gate. I thought it was supposed to be a doorway to a different mirror, sir, but does it actually function as a teleporter? Or is it a different tower altogether? When it comes to traveling across branches, there may be some variance in where you appear. Do you think you can use it to teleport to a certain location if given precise coordinates like the Royal Navy's gate? Put it aside for now, notice anything unusual about this place. Look at the surface of the water, it doesn't properly reflect what's in the sky. Oh, you're right, the positions of the stars don't match at all and I don't see the moon at all. This has to be some kind of drink. How'd you notice that so quickly? By carefully observing my surroundings rather than prancing around like a little kid. In any case, proceed with caution, this place might be much more than an ordinary mirror sea. It certainly does feel a bit foreboding. Why in the world would Ulrich want to come here? You can ask her yourself once we find her. Let's hope she hasn't wandered too far from here. Yeah, let's get a move on. Yeah, I should probably search for her with my planes first. I'm on it, just a second. Mirror Sea Alpha Phase. It did not take long for Suikaku's eyes in the sky to spot Ulrich von Hutten. She had not gotten far, but something was clearly amiss. Just a little more. We finally found you, Ulrich. Ulrich, are you okay? Don't you recognize me? What's wrong? Ulrich did not respond in any way, simply continuing to shuffle forward. Her eyes were empty, and though she muttered to herself, it seemed as though her consciousness had detached from her body. Ulrich, snap out of it! Suikaki reached for Ulrich, trying to stop her in her tracks, but Gneisenau intervened. Stop, she might be trapped in a nightmare and we don't know what the risks are forcefully rousing her. Trapped in a nightmare? Wait, hold on, I think I've seen something like this before. Something really similar to this happened to Akagi and Kaga not too long ago. When and where? It was during Operation Siren, when we were converging on the central stronghold. Akage's fleet entered into a sea of fog. That's when everyone started acting like they were hallucinating, firing at the ocean if there was something there. We nearly got attacked by Kaga. Do you think Ulrich might be affected the same way? It's possible, but we need a more tangible link. Do you have any idea what caused those hallucinations? At the time we were all bumbling around in the fog, plus there was so much confusion. But after effect, I think we had data linking the phenomenon to Arbiter, the Hermit 9. I thought as much. Do you know anything about her? No, but I do have a bit of history of our Arbiters. And I still have a score to settle. But enough of the past. How did you break your allies out of their hallucinations? Well, we kinda brute forced it, just incapacitated them. Then we extracted everyone from the fog just to make sure the hallucinations didn't start up again. Quarantine? That's not good enough. We have to destroy the root cause. In an ideal world, sure, but our top priority is making sure everyone gets out safe and sound, right? Yes, it is true. So I guess we have to incapacitate Ulrich unless we have a better idea. Do you have any training rounds on you? No, why would I carry blanks around? Okay then, I'll figure out a way to snap her out of it. Wait, where's Ulrich? She just left! They were just talking! She just left! Girl just walked off, she did not care! Damn, I think she ran for the tower while we were busy talking. How did they not notice? Oh crap, we've gotta hurry after her. Mirror C, other face inside the tower. Ulrich made her way through the tower's labyrinth interior as if she knew it like the back of her hand. Suikage and Gneisenau were barely able to keep pace with her. How in the world does she know her way around? Isn't she basically sleepwalking? Plus this place layout isn't nothing like what it looks like on the outside. There's no way in hell this place is the actual Tower of Midgard. Agreed, while I'm no expert on the tower's interiors, it definitely wasn't this convoluted. Ulrich's moving around like a puppet pulled by strings, if my gut instincts are correct. Suikage, we're getting closer to the source of her nightmares. We need to knock Ulrich out of it right now, even if we have to rough her up a bit. On it! Wait, hold on! She's coming to a stop in front of a dome of some sort. What is that thing? That's a Herd Friedrich. The taupe pursued Ulrich into a large chamber. At its center was a large hemispherical screen. Ulrich came to a halt in front of it, her enraptured eyes blankly fixated on the image projected across the dome. Friedrich. Whoa, do you see that, Gneisenau? That's Friedrich, isn't it? She seems to be hurt. Wasn't she trying to make contact with the ashes? That could only mean... I'm finally here. But I'm too late. Damn it! Ulrich started to pound on the dome with her fists, with no regard for Suikaku or Gneisenau's presence. Almost immediately, black ripples bounced back from the dome's surface. Get a hold of yourself, Ulrich. Ugh! Suikaku, get behind me! The shockwave knocked out both Suikaku and Gneisenau before propagating through the tower, and then across the sea. Alright. Let's clean up the map first, for the full clear. Level 25 enemies! Totally not an overkill! I don't have weak ships on my account. My account has no weak ships. It's not possible. They're minimum level 70. Ho ho ho. I haven't really checked the live stream properly. So I'm too OP. Of course I'm too OP. I am a god of warships. The witch of the ocean. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's some background lore. Here's some funny background lore. I was actually debating if I should, when I was coming up with the idea of what my model should look like, I was actually considering of making a rigging, like adding a rigging on it. But the reason why I didn't do it was because it would have been a absolutely insane effort to draw for the artist. And it would have probably blocked a lot of the screen, wouldn't it? And if that was the case, I would probably just have to make it invisible anyway. So what's the point of having it if no one can see it? Yeah. I would have loved to do that. Really, really small. A very tiny fish. The reason why I like games like Azur, like anthropomorphic warships, is because of riggings. They look badass. It is such a cool concept. I really, really like it. Oh, my stomach is growling. I was the entire day stuck on a company event. And it actually was supposed to go till 11 PM, but I already left way earlier. Because the continuation, like the after party, was so annoying to reach that I wouldn't have been home until like midnight or something. I have to work tomorrow. I was like, nah, I just need to go. So I skipped out on free food. But on the upside, I now get to play the event. I hope they oh, wait, never mind. After passing through a gate, Bismark and her party found themselves in the middle of a vast unknown ocean. What was that? What was that sound? What was that sound? Something blinked. I don't know what blinked. Already looks normal. Seems we've made it safely. Yeah, we made it. But we have no idea where or what this place is. Hehe. Elba will be so jealous when she finds out I've seen the other side of a singularity. Oh! Oh! It didn't show up for me. That's weird. It didn't show up, I only heard it. Thank you to whoever that was. I'm sorry, it did not show me your name. Hey, Elba will be so jealous when she finds out I've seen the other side of a singularity. Sniff, sniff. Wow, even the air around here smells totally different. So this is what it's like to travel to a different world. This isn't right. When using transference devices, the gate back to the original location should stay open. And yet I see nothing of the sort around here or something to anchor this place. The closest thing to a gate would likely be that pillar of light in the distance, but even that seems too far away. What do you make of this Regensburg? I heard Ulrich was making upgrades to the Tower of Midgard's functionalities. Think it might be related to that? It doesn't make any sense. Having the gate be accessible is crucial for logistics and evacuation. Ulrich should be well aware of the dangers of messing with the gate's location. That's a good point. I guess we'll have to find her and ask what's going on. We don't have much of a lead to work with except these undecipherable coordinates and the fact that 3 people are missing. We also can't use a brute force method to search this place given our lack of manpower and resources. What exactly is the purpose of this place? Bismarck, I think my recon planes found something. That light is coming from a structure that resembles the Tower of Midgard. There are also strange cubes floating in the water surrounding it. We obviously don't have anything of the sort around our Tower of Midgard. Do you think it's some kind of alchemy circle? If they're arranged in a discernible pattern, perhaps they serve a function. Also, this place seems to be a closed system. After a certain point, the water blurs into a red haze. That definitely sounds like a mirror sea to me. There's also not a single star in the sky. It's almost like they're under the water's surface. Basically, I think we've been sent to a different dimension. Whoa, so like we're on an alien planet? That's so cool! My heart's racing now. Yeah, mine too. Try not to have a heart attack, please. In any case, it's good that we can at least breathe here, but there's still an unsettling aura about this whole place. That's right, we still don't know what the full extent of what mirror seas are capable of. We already know the sirens are capable of creating all sorts of meteorological abnormalities. I wouldn't put it past them to be able to make something that messes with your mind too. But no point in speculation. What do we do next, Bismark? Any signs of Ulrich or the other missing people, Jade? Sorry, not yet. I'll bring my planes closer to the water surface. Assuming they haven't entered the tower itself, I should have a pretty clear view of everything in the surrounding waters. No sirens either, I take it? So far, nothing. Believe it or not, there's pretty much nothing here except the ocean. Alright, let's move ahead to investigate the tower. Jade, keep your planes out and let me know if you find anything. We'll need to examine those strange cubes as well as the boundary around this area, but those things are lower priority. We need to locate Ulrich first. You 556, submerge and keep your eyes open. Report to me if you spot anything. Got it. Parzival of the Seas won't let anything slip by undetected. What a reliable night. Now let's go. Oh yeah, it was the boss fight. I forgot it was just the boss this cutscene triggered on. And he's dead. Hey, he's just dead. Get fished. Yeah, tough boss, insane, I know. And another cutscene. Man, these events, by now they have incredible amount of cutscene, so I'd probably destroy my throat in the course of this event. Lord Bismarck, something's rising to the surface. Kaboom! Before you 556 even had a chance to finish up warning, a first artillery barrage hurtled towards them from the horizon. The waters shook violently, but the shells all missed. Either the girls were out of range or they weren't the intended target. What incredible power! We could have been done if we got caught in that. Jade, what's the status? I see, about a dozen mass-produced siren ships. Where in the world did they come from? There's a ton of enemies surfacing from beneath the waters. They've even got submarines too. Be careful, everyone. Seems we've walked into an ambush. Enemies are starting to close in on us from all directions. They're no pushovers either. They are Type 4 sirens. The same model Ulrich fought when she made contact with the Metas, right? Not only are they extremely dangerous, they can continue posing a serious threat even without a command unit. There's no way we can handle those numbers all by ourselves. This is bad, really bad. Kaboom! A second barrage is coming. Regina, cover me. Alright, here we go! Here we go! Oh, it looks so good! It looks so cool! It's such a cool design, I love it! What the... Bismarck? What's going on? Explosions went off all around the girls like dazzling fireworks, but the devastating impact never reached them. Before them loomed a massive shadow that they had never seen before. Garyon, become an iron temple. Do not allow harm to befall our friends. The massive metallic beast spread its wings, the bombardment from the sirens finding no purchase as shell after shell fizzled harmlessly. Yeah, show 'em how it's done, Garyon. Garyon? Is that what your new rigging is called? Why so surprised? I'm far from the first to name my rigging. Don't get me wrong, I like the name, but how in the world did you? We'll talk about it later. A third barrage is coming. Kaboom! Bismarck once more pivoted into a defensive stance, protecting her allies while they took invasive maneuvers. Explosions once again filled the sky, but even the few shells that appeared on target did nothing more than reflect off Bismarck's rigging. What would have otherwise been certain destruction was turned into little more than a fireworks show beneath the massive iron wings. Whoa! What is that magnificent rigging? I've never seen anything like it before. I'm totally speechless. Let's first get back into formation. Impressive, so this was the final piece of the puzzle, a reinforced hull that harnesses conceptual energy. It has many limitations right now, but I can envision a future where everyone has access to this power. We finally get to witness Lord Bismarck's true power. A power of the Type 2. You knew she had it all along? Well, duh, she wanted me to keep it a secret though. And what kind of knight would I be if I couldn't keep a promise? And now that you all know, you also have to keep it a secret for now. Yes, it's experimental and has hardly been tested, so I'd appreciate it if you would keep quiet about it. So this is the absolute power of a superior being. I've seen the light. Lord Bismarck, let's launch our counterattack. Whatever happens, I fight with you until the end. Just as you 556 started to cheerily approach Bismarck, she suddenly took a step back. A moment later, she staggered, letting out a scream as if her whole body had been racked by an electric shock. You 556? What's wrong? A black mist crept up from the water beneath you 556 and started to coil around her body rapidly. A fourth volley? Why haven't they given up already? Damn it, Garyon, to me! She just died! She got meta fight in an instant! Lord Bismarck, don't worry about me. Oh yeah, she just got meta'd. Protect the others. Before the black mist could entirely go for her, she mustered the last of her strength to extend her hand. Towards the one she vowed to protect, the one she admired so, the one she had already saved in the past, and was now trying to save once more. But she could not reach, her hand fell limp and disappeared beneath the waves. Oh boy, she just got unexisted. Temporarily. I wish I would need to clear the story stages once to continue on. It's not like they're a challenge. Like ever. There's no point in having to do it multiple times, really. My stomach is growling. Ah, pain. I was eating so many snacks today. I was just like, yo, 3 snacks, sign me the fuck up. And I just kept eating all of the hotel snacks. There was no end to it. But now I'm hungry again. Regensburg had some kind of awakening the moment she saw Bismarck's rigging. She was like, yo, I've seen the light. So this is what true power is like. There was something she felt about seeing the rigging. Oh boy. Honestly, it's kinda good that, usually it really annoyed me that the second part of the event is, way later. But right now I think I appreciate it because it would otherwise just wreck me reading it out. And I really wanna read it out. It's the only time I read out of my own volition. Die, boss. Yeah, it's impressive. My reading is impeccable. And there he goes. Adios! He didn't die instantly. No instant death. This fleet disappoints me. Took too long. You're welcome. I assume not a lot of people actually read it. But I actually like, I do like the Azur story, like unironically. I think they have a really good direction and they're executing it rather well. It's just that you really need to read every single event. You just have to do it. And it is extremely slow. Like they're building up things for like long ahead in the future. And that's why some events really piss people off, because they're like, oh, you already mentioned in that event that this got teased. But people ignore of just how long stuff is gonna build up. And that's just how it is. Just because ship XY got mentioned doesn't mean she will be out for the next year. And that's just how it is. When the fighting ended, the once calm waters have been littered with cyan wreckages. Like, for example, Bismark 2 got teased before Alaska got teased. It was just so goddamn long ago that people forgot that this was a thing. And now they're like, why the hell are we getting a Bismarck 2? But the reality of it is, it was teased just so long ago. Just like how there is, like, the French event being teased over and over again. The thing is just, it's just gonna take a while. It's gonna come out, but it's just gonna take a goddamn while. Bismarck's display of overwhelming power rallied her allies and neutralized the threat of what should have been a deadly enemy. Yet never had the nectar of victory tasted more bitter. What happened to U-556? Why did she suddenly get swallowed up by that black mist? I don't know, but I have a theory. When I sank following the Battle of the Royal Navy long ago, she dove into the water to save me. While she did manage to drag me to safety, I was severely corrupted by my use of the black cube at the time. Her close proximity to me must have caused some erosion to her wisdom cube, though not to the same extent. What we just witnessed might be related to that. Just like an old wound opening back up, huh? I can't say for sure. She's reassured me again and again that all her inspections have come back normal, but I should have been more attentive. How did you get better? Can't you give her a brand new rigging like yours? It's hard to say. Her recovery seemed on track with standard medical treatment, and there are still limitations with the rigging technology. Without a commander's help, there's no way of connecting to her wisdom cube. This is my fault for underestimating the extent of the black cube's corruption. Just then, the vivid imagery of U-556 just before she disappeared beneath the waves flashed through Bismarck's mind. Her trembling, outstretched hand, her anguished scream, that look of desperation and fear on her face, the fear of becoming something else. The black cube's corruption, metamorphosis. That's right. Something in this mirror must be amplifying the effects of the black cube's corruption. I didn't notice it during the battle, but it must have been what caused U-556 to relapse. If we can take it out, it might not be too late to save U-556. I can't put anyone else at risk. This is my duty as the wielder of the 2 rigging. This might be a long shot, Jade, but can you see if you can find U-556? Sadly, I can't see much of anything right now other than sirens in the distance. Several fleets of mass-produced ships, in fact. They're moving towards the Tower of Midgard. That must be it. What's the quickest way there? To the northwest. It's a straight line for the tower. Everyone, follow me. We're going after the siren fleets. Full speed ahead to the tower. Another stage. More reading. A deep red sky, a murky, jet black sea. Burning wreckages smashing together before disappearing beneath the waves. This place is... Oh yeah, it's gonna die, 100%. Yes, I remember now. My hunting grounds and my grave. Pew! Gneisenau's cannons rang out, tearing the smoldering husks around her into fine dust that was carried away on the wind. How long had she been fighting here, all by herself? How many enemies had she sunk? None of it mattered anymore. Her existence had become nothing more than wandering this vast, boundless ocean, destroying everything in sight. Yes, that is the sole purpose I have left. I don't need to think or feel, I only need to destroy my enemies. She never stopped treading through the smoke and flames, let the icy water beneath her feet swallow her. But suddenly, her eternal, unchanging vigil was turned by a new, alien sound. The acceleration of a torpedo that should not exist, a foe that was not of siren origin. New reinforcements? You'll need to try harder than that if you... What? She cleanly shot through the slow-moving torpedo, but from the torrent of water leapt a small, familiar figure. What? You? 556? The sight of the girl left Gneisenau utterly bewildered. She instinctively sidestepped into the incoming submarine, but staggered in surprise as a spark of life returned to her hazy eyes. I thought you sank with Bismark long ago. How are you here? And what become of you? You're just like me now. A cursed husk of your former self. Need to hurry. I need to go back. You 556 is not nice now. She drove beneath the waves once more, heading straight towards the light in the distance. The Tower of Midgard? That can't be. It doesn't exist in my branch. No, I see. I understand now. This is just a dream, hallucination drawn from my memories. I've already rediscovered my reason to fight, so I don't have time to waste on these illusions. How could I have been so careless enough to fall prey to Arbiter's hallucinations? I must have fallen unconscious after that shockwave back in the control room. Right, Ulrich, Suikaku, and the control room. She looked around and saw she was in the tower's outer ring. Not far from her, there was another ship girl, lying unconscious on the ground. Looks like I have to make some noise to wake her up. I really should bring some blanks next time. Pew! You just like shot a cannon right next to her ear. Imagine just lying on the ground. You're sleeping and some ship just shoots its cannon right next to your ear. Your eardrums are not just gonna blow out, they will explode so rapidly that your entire head just explodes in itself. Okay, corrosion. Interesting. Red water bad. Night lizard. Corrosion level 0. Wow. Thanks for the info. Ho. I probably, after this stage, I'm gonna go and grab some water, because I will need it. Because we're gonna be here a while, I will be reading for a while. Yo, what the fuck's that loading screen? I looked away, and I looked over and I saw that. But only for a brief second, I need to see it again. I need to see it, show it again, show it again. I like how Garion is just there, it looks so cool. I'm kinda excited for the Salt, about how good Bismarck 2 is gonna be. Because her skills seem incredibly cracked, and I can't wait until people do the actual math of just how powerful she is. And if she is gonna be stronger than a bunch of Ultra UR battleships, which she probably is going to be, there's gonna be so much shit posting about it. There's gonna be people up in arms getting their pitchforks out. And I love it. I love it. I love it when people mold. I'm sorry. I had to say it. There was already so much goddamn fire before this event came out. So there's just gonna be even more fire for the next days to come. I mean, I'm not much of a fan of it, but in this instance, I find it fun, yes. Balance has been gone from this game since years by now. Why get mad? Why get mad? Mirror see Alpha face inside the tower. That sounded like cannon fire. I heard it too. Someone must be fighting. It's coming from the outer ring platform. Yeah, send some planes there to see what's happening. On it! Quickly now, everyone. We have to quit some distance to hover. Mirror C, Alpha face, tower outer ring. Haha, I found a target. I had a hunch it was you all when I saw those Ironblood aircraft. I see you've learned to use the Type 2 rigging, Bismark. Ah, I've never shown it to you before, have I? I owe you and the commander thanks for helping me stand once more. You have my gratitude. Don't mention it, I only did what needed to be done. So Ikaku, I'm glad you're safe. Yeah, I'm fine. Hope I didn't make you worry. Is that really Bismark? I'm still a bit woozy after waking up. Her rigging seems completely different, both in looks and size. Sorry for asking, but is that rigging yours? Indeed, this is the Type 2 rigging, a collaborative effort with my life on the line, quite literally. But you can just call him Garyon. I didn't mean to hide his existence from you, but this technology is still highly experimental. Had we not encountered an emergency situation, I would have preferred to not bring him into combat. After you get back, I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. Before that, however, I'm afraid we need to talk business first. Why was the Tower of Midgard activated, and where's Ulrich? It's a bit complicated, but let me explain. So this began as a conceptual attack that placed everyone from Ironblood into a deep sleep. Ulrich was manipulated through these hallucinations to activate the Tower of Midgard. It's at least a relief to know that their lives are not in any imminent danger. Thanks to you, both of you, for examining the situation, for coming to aid Ulrich. I mean, I haven't done anything worthy of thanks yet. Just curious, did you guys not see the shockwaves that knocked me and Gneisenau out? Don't think so. We had our hands full with the sirens. If it even reaches us, it probably had already fizzled out to the point of not being noticeable. I didn't sense anything of the sort either. If it had the same effect on us, the sirens would have turned us into minced meat. Didn't notice anything here. Regina says the same thing. It makes sense. Energy does dissipate as it travels after all. But if none of you felt anything, what happened to you, 556? If I had to speculate, I'd say she started undergoing metamorphosis. Metamorphosis? You really think so? What makes you say that? I was actually trapped in a hallucination myself during that time frame. I only was able to snap out of it because you 556 attacked me. I clearly remember she looked very similar to how I look now. I see, where is she now? She no longer has pastel colored and her entire palette has grayed out. Therefore, she's metamorphosing. She likely went inside the Tower of Midgard. Before I managed to completely shrug off the influence of hallucination, I saw a pillar of light in the distance. That's a signal that someone activated the gate. I need you two to come with me. We must head for the control center and see if Ulrich is there. Oh, just here. Okay. Mirror C, Alpha face inside the tower. There she is. Ulrich. No, stay away. Bismarck, you feel it too, don't you? The aura coming from the control room is making my stomach turn. Going in unprepared is dangerous. We should find another way. I know that feeling. Her hull is undergoing corrosion as we speak, but it might not be too late if we act now. Gneisenau, take the others away from the door. Wait outside the door. No, just to be safe, at the end of the corridor, I'll handle this. You can't be serious, Bismarck. You already know the risk of being exposed to further corruption. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Stick together. I'll call you once I'm done. More destruction. I'm not really a fan of how U556 meta looks, honestly. There was already a lot of complaining in the past, a lot of meta ships that don't really look like some of the original ships, but I don't fully agree. I can still very, very well recognize the ships that they are based on. I still find it very visible, but not with U556. I think she just looks so good and different. I did not recognize her at all. I just couldn't recognize her as the same ship. A lot of people had this complaint, especially with Elizabeth meta, saying, oh, she doesn't look like Elizabeth at all. But I never found that, honestly. I always think she looked very clearly like Elizabeth. It's just like, yeah, it's a different artist, but they still hit it quite well. Ah, thank you. But U556 is just too drastically different. You understand nothing I'm saying? Well, welcome to Azur Lane. Where I'm saying words and no one understands them. I'm basically just saying the art style of a ship does not look recognizable to the original one. Like, Alta looks too much different. Yeah. Evil submarine does not look like the nice submarine. That's the TLDR. Yeah, that's the TLDR. Yeah, you understand now. Big brain moment. Let's go. Corrosion level 5. Psh, I don't care. No corrosion can stop me. I'm too over-leveled. What you gonna do? Debuff me? Take me with you. No, I need you to stay here. But I'm already familiar with what your plan is. I can... Enough, the symphony has no more room for revision. Focus, Ulrich. You still have your part to play. With a dream, Ulrich was reunited with a friend she had been separated from. A friend? It's her sister, isn't it? I mean, kinda. She was once a conductor on the battlefield who played music as effortlessly as she played her foes. Now she lay on the ground, powerless. This can't be the ending you wanted, Friedrich. Alone, surrounded by fire and destruction, with neither friends nor foes for company. So much for the high seas fleet you had such hopes for. If only you had trusted me, this wouldn't have happened to you. Who did this to you? If you're still alive, answer me! Answer me! Only the strident death throes of metallic beasts answered her cries. Even had you managed to get the Eagle Union Sakura Empire on the same page, would they have listened to you? You can't change anything. Not Bismark, not you. Click-clack. Footsteps were drawing closer. In this place where she did battle against an arbiter and lost, she was no longer alone. Is this the nightmare that haunts your heart, Ulrich? Bismarck, you abandoned Iron Blood when it needed you most. Why are you showing your face again now? It's over, Bismarck. We've already lost the war. Look around. Our counterattack was a failure. Everyone we know is dead. And for what? The Arbiter still lives. So why even come here? What the hell do you want? I know what happened. Friedrich liberated us from being forever... Friedrich liberated us from forever being slaves to the Siren's reenactment. But you sought the power of the Black Cube. You would have had us dancing in the palms of their hands. You charged ahead without saying anything to us. You left us behind to fend for ourselves. I know what happened. What do you know? You've done jack shit for us. Friedrich and Eugen worked their asses off while you lay in the sickbed. And now, after it's all over, you finally decide to show your face. I know what happened. Why aren't you defending yourself? Why aren't you saying anything? How? Why? Are you a coward? Have you been led by a coward this whole damn time? I have nothing to say. What you said is true. Thank you for being honest with me, Ulrich. It's true that I've made mistakes, that I've let down my country and my friends. But allow me to correct one thing. I am blessed, not fallen. I see. So, it was all a dream after all. You knew? Like a vague itch in the back of my mind. I somehow knew it wasn't real, but didn't want to snap out of it either. Perhaps because it reflected my heart's deepest desires, just as you said. All I wanted was to fight by Friedrich's side. I know what happened. And I wanted to look for someone to blame. Yes, I know. Iron Blood survival was thrown into jeopardy because of my actions. In my absence, you received immense pressure from all sides. From the other factions, from the Sirens, even from the Naval HQ. Despite that, and despite the toll it took on you, you and many others worked selflessly to protect Iron Blood. I won't say I know how hard it was for you, but I will say this. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment to Iron Blood, Ulrich von Hutten. You have some nerve. I feel like punching you. Of course, I won't. You are our leader, after all. If you really did do it, I wouldn't hold it against you. Do you still feel like you're dreaming? It's almost time to go. Yeah, there's still something in my head, screaming a whole lot of nonsense. Am I going to turn meta? Not necessarily. When you detect the corruption taking hold in your hull, it can still be stopped. I understand what you're going through, to feel like you're being crushed beneath overwhelming despair. But you've managed to hold on to your sanity. That is already remarkable and worthy of hope. I thought metamorphosis was irreversible. Isn't it only a matter of time? Normally, yes, but Queen Elizabeth and the Commander gave us an invaluable hint. While existing corrosion cannot be reversed, externally induced case such as yours can be baited out with a more suitable host. Oh, that sounds ominous. I don't like that. I'm gonna go grab my water real quick. Just takes a few seconds. Be right back. Oh, I'm back. So, more cutscenes, here we go! Give me more. Okay, I'm better now. So. Oh, blanket. Hi there! Tomorrow's gonna even be more reading, because usually part 2 has even more cutscenes than this. It's unlimited cutscenes. Oh yeah, I started working on my next video in the unused ship series. And I've decided on Wasp. And I think there's literally nothing positive I can say about that ship. Like, unironically. I like looked through her stats, everything, like I put her into my beautiful Excel sheets and yeah, played a lot with her. And unironically, she is one of the contenders for the worst rare ships in game. Generic skills, and the only thing she has is like a pretty high aviation stat, but there's no planes she can use it on. And her skill is flat out useless. It's wild. It's great. I think even Yunyu and Hyo are better than her, because at least they're sister ships. They are already like pretty much the bottom of the barrel. And the way how you get Wasp now is just by buying her for cores, which must be the biggest waste of cores in the entire game. So yeah, that might be a bit of a scathing video when I get it done. No promises that it might end well. I don't like this loading screen. Looks dumb. Looks weird. There she is. Be gone! What? Also, this longest has been in the game ridiculously long by now. As I feel that's been over a year at this point, but probably not. But it has been very long. reduced to ashes. Oh yeah, right. One moment. Oh, never mind. The first cutscene. Geryon let out a mighty roar. The nightmare surrounding Bismarck and Ulrich shattered into pieces. But even as the fragments of illusion fell away, the attack did not end there. As if responding to the situation, a black and red haze gushed out from Ulrich's body and began to lurch towards Bismarck. The shadowy substance climbed up her body and rigging like a ravenous beast, shaking wildly as if revealing in a successful hunt. It seemed that she would become its next victim. Interesting, so this is the same energy as the shockwaves given off by the Black Tornado from the Northern Parliament's data files. A risky gambit, but well worth the effort. Geryon, devour it! Rawr! The voice, it's gone? As if her rigging completely dispelled the haze. But how is it possible to do something like that? You said something about a host. Yeah, she's gonna be bearing all the sins of the meta ships. And then she kills herself to bring salvation to all ship gods. The nightmare you experience is a conceptual attack on the very thing that makes up our being, the wisdom cube. Our riggings share the same concept and essentially are extensions of our hulls with the same properties. By temporarily strengthening the concept of the hull within a powerful, autonomous being, Geryon became the strongest concept of a ship girl here. Furthermore, I've already experienced a severe degree of corruption in the past, and I'm better equipped to deal with it. Alright, I get it. I'm too tired to listen to your techno-babble right now. Ha! There's the Ulrich I know. Yeah, feels pretty damn good now that my head's finally clear for the first time in forever. Wait, hold on a sec. What happens next now that your rigging went and absorbed all that nasty gunk? We've taken on the corruption, but what are you going to do if you can't get rid of it? You should already know how dangerous this is. Why would you, the leader of Ironblood, shoulder this risk for me? Because she's the sacrificial lamb. Because things will change this time, Ulrich. I sincerely believe it, but more importantly. Because you, Gneisenau, and you, 556. You're more than just my subordinates. You're my friends, my family. Family! Bismarck offered a hand out to Ulrich, who hesitated for a moment before finally accepting it. Ulrich, we need you. Not just me or Ironblood, but all of us. Together, we can forge a brighter future. Yeah, I'm with you. Ulrich straightened herself out before turning to face Bismarck. No longer was there any doubt or loneliness in her eyes. Glad to have your back. Let's go get the others. Mirrors the alpha face inside the tower. Thank goodness the two of you are fine. Ulrich looks like she's doing a whole lot better too. Would you look at that? Everything turned out okay in the end. Yeah, doubt that nightmare's ever coming back to haunt me. I still feel a little out of it, but I'll be back to normal before you know it. Did anything happen while I was inside the control center? Actually, yes. As ordered, we stood on standby at the end of the corridor. At first, everything was normal, but then something rather strange happened. We all felt a palpable sense of danger in the air, and then saw a strange black mist sweeping from the doorway. Nice was about to rush in to check on you, but the oppressive feeling dissipated as quickly as it had come on. That pretty much brings us to where we are at now. What was that thing? That energy is strong enough to corrode a shipgirl's hull. There's no way something like that could just vanish into thin air. What did you do, Bismarck? I took a little gamble, that's all. Thanks to Queen Elizabeth and the Commander's findings, we have more insight in how wisdom cubes manifest their power. Combined with Scharnhorst's research, we now have the technology to temporarily redirect this corrosive energy into our riggings and neutralize it for a certain extent. It doesn't address the root of the problem, but at least it provides some resistance to meta corruption from external sources. In other words, we won't have to worry about getting knocked out by that black energy or getting trapped inside a nightmare. That's great news. We have to fighting chance against whatever it was that got its hands on you 556, right? I see, you found a way to stem the corruption. I was right to place my trust in you, Bismarck. We've only seen a brief glimmer of this technology's potential. With further testing, we might even be able to reverse... I know you're about to say, but give up on that notion. There's no reversing metamorphosis. And even if it does somehow become possible, I've already accepted the reality of this body and of its power. I understand. One last thing. I've had some time to review what I know with what I learned from Suikaku. All these phenomena we've been experiencing likely tie back to Arbiter 9, the Hermit. If we go after U-556, we will likely be delivering ourselves straight to her. An Arbiter. We hardly have the resources to deal with their spare vessels, let alone a complete Arbiter. But there's no other way. We have to keep searching the tower. Suikaku, I'm sorry for getting you tangled up in this mess. Don't be sorry. You've given me the VIP treatment while I was at the floating fortress, so it's only natural I return the favor. Whatever happens, I'm with you till the end. Thank you, everyone. Let's bring U-556 back. Because I got Bismarck so quickly from the gacha, I can just go and retrofit... What's this? Okay. I can go retrofit Nelson. Usually I'm out of coins, but right now I'm not. Hello there. Should've done that earlier. I think she only needs a normal Bulin, she doesn't need an SSR Bulin, I hope. Please. Oh, thank god she only needs a normal one. Here we go! Woo! Now give Rodney a retrofit, please! Please! What are her skills? Big 7 Nelson? Okay, it's basically just the same barrage, but probably stronger than before. In battle, each time the ship takes damage, increase of firepower and accuracy by blah blah blah. It's up to increased by 40%. Okay, so it turns into 100%. Additional Nelson's permanent victory is equipped. Creates a barrier for 6 seconds that can absorb to 1%. Nelson's Pennant of Victory. Wait a minute. What was that? Nelson's Pennant of Victory. Oh, this thing. Sure, take it. Take it. So there's more stuff here. Yeah, collect this. And that gets scrapped. Interesting. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She steps on everyone. Alright. Enhanceable. Carrier. If you do worry about it, you miss the surprise. Alright, I need to put Bismarck's skill training active. I forgot about that too. Okay, that's all. Right. I left the spot open for her. There. I have more yellow books, so I start with that. Okay, continuing. Ho ho. Mirror C Alpha Phase. In a burst of light, the Tower of Midgard sprang to life again without warning. What just happened? Did we get teleported? Seems so. By looks of things, we got ejected from the tower, but are still inside the same Mirror Sea. Yeah, I can see the Tower of Midgard in the distance. We just have to make our way back there again. Everyone surveyed their surroundings. The scenery around them seemed slightly different, but without a doubt, they were still inside the Mirror Sea. Whoever's behind us clearly doesn't plan on letting us leave. Also, take a look around. The boundary of Red Sea is closing in on us. Remember how far away it seemed when we first arrived? It's almost touching the edge of those floating cubes now. Yada, launch your planes and take a closer look at what's going on. You got it! Bismarck, is it just me, or does it feel like something major shifted inside this Mirror Sea at some point? I noticed it too. It was likely at the moment the Tower of Midgard was last activated. Let me get one thing straight then. Suikaku, you and Gneisenau were the first to arrive, right? Yeah, we were looking for Ulrich when we first arrived, and there was no Red Sea here at all. Oh, you were sleepwalking at the time, so it's natural you wouldn't remember it. Well, I can't be 100% sure. I think Yada was the first to observe the Red Sea. All I did remember from my episode is going through the gate and heading straight to the control center. No, wait, there's one more thing. Those giant cubes, I don't remember them being there. Huh, that's weird. Gneisenau and I definitely saw them when we first got here. If what Ulrich said is true, and the cubes aren't based on some kind of timetable, we must have done something to cause them to appear. Let's see, we went through the gate, used the dome projector in the control center, and fought a bunch of mass-produced ships. It could be anything for all we know. Out of those, I think passing through the gate is most likely culprit. The most conspicuous changes to this area occurred each time the Tower of Midgard was activated. After I arrived, a column of light appeared from the Tower of Midgard on this side. After Suikaku arrived, the cubes showed up along with the Red Sea. And following that line of reasoning, this last activation of the tower is what caused the Red Sea to start expanding. This is completely unlike any functionality of the Tower of Midgard. We are familiar with the real world, but the more pressing question is, what do those floating cubes do? All that said, we should try to avoid the cubes as well as the Red Sea as much as possible. They reek of corruption to me. Agreed, but my Garen is able to offer some protection. I do not want to test its limits with our lives on the line. Oh, my recon planes have spotted something. There are recent signs of battle and the wreckage of a siren fleet. Before you ask, no, they're not the same ones we fought earlier. Don't you think that's odd? Maybe there's someone else trapped in here with us. Based on what we know about the Tower of Midgard, the gate allows travel between branches. It shouldn't function like a fancy transference device that simply teleports you around in the same area. Wait, objective appearing out of nowhere. Sirens materializing from hidden spaces. What if we actually are moving within branches, except contaminated in a multi-layered system? Yada, where are the sirens' wreckages? Can you lead us to them? Of course! They are to the northeast. Interestingly, their sense of battle intensified closer to the tower. Hang on, I just saw a bomb go off. Someone is fighting the sirens as we speak. It might be you, 556. Everyone, full speed towards the tower. Gonna save our little submarine. We can't leave her back here. One subby girl. I'm hoping that one day Ironblood gets an ultra rare submarine. I've been waiting for that for years. I think it just makes the most sense for them to have one instead of all of these battleships. There are way too many ultra rare battleships. They should have turned Bismark 2 into a submarine. She sunk, but she refuses to die. She's just now under the water. I think it would have been funny as fuck. I would have loved to see it. Change from battleship into submarine. Yeah, boy. I think it would have been the best thing they could have ever done. But no. They're gonna be boring and have another battleship. So yeah. One subby girl. Ah, my throat. I can already feel it starting. Ah. I hope we get World 15 soon. I know this is completely random, I'm aware. But man, I wanna go and clear another world only with Ironblood ships to spite everyone. I've done it 2 times before and I will fucking do it again. But this time it will be recorded for the future. So yeah. I'm gonna speed level all the new IB ships. And then I need to buy rings for them. Oh yeah, because there is so many new people here. I have something to show. I have something to show on my account. Because it's a bunch of new viewers, and I think they should be aware of what the fuck is going on this account. Let me interrupt during the stage for something very... Never mind, there's a cutscene. As the fleet got closer, it became increasingly clear who was wreaking havoc among the sirens. An army of trash is still a bunch of trash. The password of the sea still has important things to do, so stop wasting my time. Pew! Fine, if you're gonna be like that, I'll sink you all. You're all going to sink! The once cheerful and easygoing self-proclaimed knight was now ripping through the sirens, shouting uncharacteristically. She was so absorbed in fighting that she didn't even notice Bismark and the rest of the fleet approaching. Is that U-556? Looks sort of like her, but she sure doesn't sound like her. Without a doubt, that's a telltale sign of metamorphosis. While her appearance is broadly the same, her rigging looks very different. It's a reflection of the changes to her psyche. Can you use your Garion to bring her back to normal? I'm not sure. Garion's able to absorb external source of corrosion. If her hull has already been corrupted, I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that. Does that mean she's beyond salvation? I'd have to examine her more closely to answer that. From what Shana Signeisen have told me, the symptoms of metamorphosis, namely changes in power and external appearance, don't necessarily reflect the degree of corrosion. In some cases, even minor hull corrosion can cause extremely noticeable abnormalities, whereas on the other hand, there are cases in which late-stage corrosion hardly exhibits any symptoms. In other words, it all depends on the hull in question. To the best of my knowledge, U-556 condition was stable until it was exacerbated by the black mist. If I can draw it away from her the same way I did with Ulrich, there's a chance you can still be saved. So don't give up hope. Okay, thank goodness. Bad news, Bismark. Before we can talk about any of that stuff, we have to first make sure she comes back in one piece. More sirens are coming, but this time they've brought enforcers. Enforcers, that means... Damn it, I can see them too now. Where these guys go, the others follow. Enforcer 9, Exploration. So the Hermit really is one behind all this. They've got U-556 surrounded. Even a Meta doesn't stand a chance against this many of them. During the early stage of metamorphosis, it's easy to be intoxicated by that newfound power. It happened to me and I suspect it's happening to her. In this state of recklessness, she's likely to fight to the death if backed into a corner. We have to go after her right now, Bismark. Yada, Tsuikaku, give us aerial support while we close in. Understood. Scrambling planes now. Pew! More enemies? Damn it. Of course they've got aircraft. Piss off all of you! Pew! Hey! U-556 is shooting at my aircraft! How the fuck can she even shoot at aircraft? That's what I'm wondering. What's she doing? Did her memories get wiped by metamorphosis or something? That's not the issue. She doesn't seem to have the ability to distinguish friend from foe at the moment. The more aggressively we intervene, the more likely she'll see us as enemies. What do we do then? We can't just watch while she gets blasted to pieces. I have an idea, but I need you all to help. I'll make a beeline to U-556. In the meantime, create a diversion and try to draw the sirens away from us. Ulrich, can you take command? Sure, you be careful now. I'll be fine. Good luck. Alright, listen up. On my mark, fire 3 bowlers at the sirens and take heat of Bismark and U-556. Once they're on us, we'll spread out away from them. Remember, our job is to keep them busy, buy Bismark enough time to get U-556 to safety. Roger. Okay, go. I need to now behold. Wait. There's a filter. No, not. Oh wait, it's the wrong way around. Behold! My iron blood harem! Behold! All my wives! Good! I just needed to show that. Just a bit of flexing. Alright, moving on. come up here. I'm wondering if you're actually gonna fight the Arbiter in the next part of the story, because I thought U556 just might be the final boss, but if she's already here, then nope. Oh, my throat. I'm trying... I don't know if I should... I kinda wanna talk, but at the same time, I shouldn't talk too much. I actually think the last event that came out, where there was a lot to read, was actually the... I forgot her name. Implacable event. The carrier ultra rare before. I think since then there wasn't really any new events. It's only been reruns. Like only. Since then. I can't think of an event between. There was smaller scale events, it was new. But in regards to actual events, there was none. So yeah. It was so many dead weeks. Let's go submarine bullying. I don't even know what corrosion does, I didn't read the tooltip. Come out! Come out! Or just die, I don't know. It just explodes, it's fine. You just dropped a wisdom cube. Where I read when OP, yeah. Thanks to the team's coordinated efforts, nearly all sirens had been lured away from U556. Now only a few remained at the center of the battlefield, Bismark, U556 and a few enforcers who were dead set on fighting despite their injuries. With a simple order to our rigging, Bismark forced enforcers to flee. The last one standing in my way. Fine, I'll make this quick. My lord needs me. I have no time to waste on you. U556 mounted her rigging and rushed straight towards Bismarck. The giant mechanical dragon moved on its own accord, forming a shield with its wings to halt the submarine's attack. Her attack neutralized U556, drove back beneath the waves. Enough, Garyon. Get back. Good boy. Let me handle this. Yo, it's a good boy. It's a good boy rigging. Give it a pat on the head. Little cutie. At Bismarck's command, the steel beast reluctantly stood down. She, too, took a step back, and that's when the water under her feet shook. You're wide open! It's over! U556 re-emerged, her weapons pointed straight at Bismarck. Bismarck answered the attack with open arms, embracing her dear friend. You're right, it's over now. The girl had a nightmare. A lonesome, fading light, just barely illuminating the figure of a person important to her, sinking deeper into the depths. Lord Bismarck! Hang in there, I'm coming for you! Her engines spurred. She had already pushed them beyond their breaking point, and they threatened to give out at any moment. Enemy after enemy. Enemy after enemy emerged from the dark, a black mist congealed around her, becoming thicker and thicker. The current seemed to be pushing her back towards the surface. Where are all these jerks coming from? Ugh, Lord Bismarck, just wait for me. I promised I'd bring you back home, even if I have to tow you. They just won't stop coming, Get the hell off my way! She shot at the shadows, clawed at them, tore at them with her teeth, but it was no use. Every time she destroyed them, they would form again between her and her sinking friend, as if mocking her. Despite her best efforts, her slender fingertips could never reach. Lord Bismarck, wait, hang on! I just need to deal with these things. Then I'll be right there. Just wait for me, please! Tears clouded her eyes. Her lord sank deeper and deeper, until nothing but darkness remained. Everything is fine now, you 556. From the darkness, a voice called out to the little girl. She gathered her courage and opened her eyes. The dim light gradually became brighter, revealing the source of the voice. There she was, the person she couldn't save in her nightmares. Lord Bismarck, you're not dead? No, you saved me, don't you remember? Oh yeah, I remember now. Thank goodness I wasn't too late. You know, I had the worst nightmare just now. You were sinking, and no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't reach you. That's all it was, a nightmare. Look, I'm here with you now, alive and well. Yeah, you're here with me, and... we're underwater? Haha, that we are, my little Parseval. Come on, it's time to wake up. Sometime later. Bismarck, we're done on our end. And it looks like you've taken care of business as well. Ulrich, are you okay? I should be asking you that. How are you holding up? Hey, do you recognize me now? Yeah, you're Jade. And me, remember my name? Hi, Otto. Phew, at least she's come back to her senses. But she still doesn't look like she used to. It seems like we were too late after all. No, let's not jump to conclusions. I used Garen to administer some emergency treatment, but this corruption seems to be a lot more persistent. It hasn't disappeared in its entirety. I fear we'll need to confront the one behind all this first. It's totally fine, Lord Bismarck. I dig my new look. Plus, I feel like I get stronger the more I fight. I can protect you better now than ever before. You 556, unless absolutely necessary, I don't want you fighting at all until we return to the floating fortress. The power you feel now is the same mistake I once made. The power of the Black Cube. Don't use this power lightly, or you'll only worsen your condition. What? Really? I mean, if you're sure, then I'll do as you say. Well, happy ending, I guess. Everyone's safe and sound, despite everything. Now all that's left is to find a way out of here. The girls turned their eyes towards the Tower of Midgard and a beacon of light pouring from its gate. Let's get going. There's only one way home. Wait, this was not the actual stage. Ah, okay, that's why the... okay, yeah, makes sense. The girls once more returned to the Tower of Midgard and passed through the gate. However, it didn't lead to where they hoped. This doesn't look like the fortress. They all looked around. While a few details had changed, they were without a doubt still trapped in the perplexing mirrors here. Beyond the Red Sea expanding again, it's all the same. What will happen if it expands to cover everything? Nothing good, I imagine. Wait, what's that in the sky? Almost looks like a city. Above them, a city full of high rises was suspended upside down in the starless sky. Two helix-like pathways spiraled through the city, reaching down towards the Tower of Midgard's gate. An entity that should not exist, yet somehow felt hauntingly familiar. Yeah, we've seen this a few times before. I keep rubbing my eyes, but it's not going away. That's no illusion, silly. It's flooding me with pings and rendering my rider completely useless. The tallest building. Why does it seem like I've seen it before? Have you? Where? I can't quite tell from here. I need to get a bit closer. Okay, nice now. Come along, will you? You too, Suikaku. Might need your planes. You should use the elevator to get up the viewing platform. It's the highest point in the tower and should give you a better view. Heads up, I've spotted a siren fleet with range of the facility. Huh? That's odd. They appear coordinated, yet they're not attacking us. Wait, they seem to be fighting something. What do you mean by that? I can't get clear visuals on it at all. It's like my recon planes can't focus in on it at all. The shape is so vague, I can't even tell if it's a plane or a person. It's almost as if it's wrapped in some sort of living fog. Solid, yet not really. That doesn't tell us anything at all. Can you try taking a picture of it? It's worth a shot, but don't expect anything. A vaguely shaped mass of mist. You sure that's not a ghost? An identifiable something. That sounds similar to what Queen Elizabeth encountered when Bonhammer Richard pursued her. Alright, we'll just have to get closer. I'll send in Regina. Please fight until the last light has faded. Lord Bismarck, do you think we should all split up? Yes, you can come with me and search the control center for potential leads. Ulrich, Suikaku, Gneisenau, head up to the observation deck and see what you can figure out about the city and the sky. That's what I was going to do anyway. Regensburg, Otto, Jade, stand guard outside the facility and keep an eye on the sirens and this identifiable enemy. Whatever you do, don't intervene and don't get too close. Let the two sides wear each other out. Understood. And remember, stay vigilant at all times. Our comms should work still at this range. Report anything you find. Yeah, fight until the last light is faded. That's a reoccurring theme. Oh, I'm cold. I'm cold. Yeah. Die. Didn't die. Disappointment. What dies faster? Me or the game? Will I die before all cutscenes are finished? That's the real gacha. Yo, what the hell was with Plymouth in that loading screen? Her body looked all messed up. Something I always find hilarious about, especially like loading screens, is loading screens are trying too hard. They're trying so hard to make big boba thick files where it just looks ridiculous. It just looks dumb. It's like the characters already look good enough, like, why are you gonna ruin it? You're ruining them! Stop it! Stop it, get some help. Oh, is the stream stuttering? No, it's fine. That's fine. No, still good. Like 5 damage. Yeah. I'm undefeatable with all the corrosion despite. Nothing can damage me. Here we go. Mirrors the other face, tower observation deck. Whoa, the view from up here is amazing! Is it this good up on the original tower of Midgard as well? Do you mean the floating fortress control tower? The view's not too bad, but we normally don't let unauthorized personnel onto the deck. Dang, it's a great place to do Recon from. I mean, heck, you can make out every detail of that massively city up there. No, but there is like event previews that are animated and stuff. Speaking of, know that you've had a closer look. Does anything jump out to you? Sort of. It doesn't really match the architectural style of the sirens. Yeah, now that you mention it, it almost looks like something humans would build. It doesn't mean much when they've copied us time and time again, but that's not important. Take a look at that huge tower in the middle. In the dead center? Yeah, that one doesn't look anything like the other buildings surrounding it. If you ask me, it looks more like the tower we saw in Compiler's mainframe when we took the fight to her. I thought the same thing. Does that mean this mirror sea might be another Siren's mainframe? It's a possibility. I'm thinking, Gneisenau said that the helmet is behind the attack on the fortress. There's no way this tower is supposed to be your mainframe, right? Haha! It is! Your guess is as good as mine. None of us have ever seen an Arbiter's mainframe with our own eyes. Not to mention, it should be immensely illogical. Their mainframe allows them to essentially come back to life endlessly. I can't think of any reason they'd be willingly to expose themselves like this. Unless they're trying to bait us into attacking it. Highly unlikely. There's no way in hell we'd ever have the firepower to assault an Arbiter mainframe head on. If she wanted to get rid of us, she could easily overwhelm us with her vessels. No, you're right. Why waste time on setting an elaborate trap when she could get rid of us in a fraction of the time? Perhaps her goal is to force us inside the city then. I could see her thinking that we'd feel pressure to look for a place to flee the Red Sea once it starts closing in on us. The city in the sky would be the obvious option in such a scenario. Especially if she provided the means for us to reach it. She wants to corner us for some reason, is what you're saying? Still seems easier to just kill us and be done with it. One thing for sure, we're in no condition to take on an Arbiter or mainframe right now. I say we head back. Let's ask Bismark what we should do next. Oh, that's a big chibi. She's massive. Huge girl. Oh. I'm not sure if I should do the hard stages. I originally intended to do them today on stream, but it's not really a point. Because it's very late for me and I am reading a lot. So I might just skip out on them and do a bit of a shorter stream. It's already still 2 hours, despite me saying it's a shorter one. And then tomorrow we do the rest of the event. Oh, they're all smoky. I didn't notice. The ships are all smoky. Like the enemies too. Smoked waifu. Gently roasted. It's time to kill. I like the music. I like this battle theme, it's pretty funky. Something that Azur has massively improved over the years on is definitely the music. Because usually, like, honestly, music is a pretty high gacha game standard at this point. A lot of gacha games have really, really good music. And now Azur is kinda also trying to compete in that department, it feels like. So this is where you found Ulrich, trapped in a nightmare. Are you sure it's a good idea to use the dome projector a lot, Bismark? It's the quickest way to get a grasp of what this place really is. All you need to do is keep an eye on me. If something happens to me, hit me with a dummy around. Oh, okay! I'll try my best not to hurt you with it. That would be preferable, yes? Bismarck deployed a rigging and started to divert resources into anti-corruption measures as before, getting ready to place her hand on the dome's surface. Instantly, her vision distorted like ripples moving across a lake's surface. And she opened her eyes again. She once more found herself in that burning graveyard, with Friedrich collapsed on the ground next to her. This was Ulrich's deepest fear, the root of her nightmares. But I was the one to touch the dome this time, not her. She rose to her feet, called a rigging and looked around the area. The metallic dragon slowly rose into the sky, covering large amounts of information to Bismarck in real time. It did not take long for her to locate the edge of the nightmare. Beyond the edge of the burning graveyard was a thick wall of inscrutable black fog, even one glance as it was enough to make one's stomach churn. Oh! Thank you so much! Thank you! That's so nice of you! Oh, it makes me happy. I feel like a real streamer now. Through Garion's eyes, however, she could catch a glimpse beyond the fog of something moving, stirring. What are those? Garion, get closer. Blow away that fog. Roar! Garion let out a loose, piercing roar, the shockwave blown away, the black fog just enough to expose what lay below. Countless black jet aircraft with red cores that glistened like sinister eyes. Is this a competition? Thank you very much! Thanks, thanks! Ah, it's so cute. At the exact same moment the fog parted, a flash of light appeared on the horizon for just a moment. Ah, thanks. I'm trying. Is it beckoning me closer? No, that light wasn't meant for me. It's what led Ulrich to this mirror see. Pew! Roar! I hate doing sound effects. An ambush? Garion, come back. Defensive position. The red eyes fixed on her seemed to glare harshly. Bible study. And patterns of light soon appeared one after another across the mangled wreckages of the mass-produced ships. They lurched to life, aiming their weapons at Bismarck. Are those strange planes controlling the siren husks? Setting secondary guns to automatic fire. Garion, use your main battery to take out of those command units. Roar! The steel dragon flapped its wings and set sights on the siren aircraft. Let's see what's behind that mask of yours. Yo boy, look at her face! Okay! That's an interesting face for Bismarck to have. The instant her cannons fired, Bismarck was abruptly whisked away back to reality. Lord Bismarck, wake up! What happened? Did I start acting up? No, you were fine. Yada warned us that humanoid siren is coming this way, and fast. She scrambled her aircraft to intercept, but they were all shot down immediately. And that's not the worst part. Suikaku said the enemy is the hermit herself. Sorry for waking you up, but I had to, or else everyone would be in danger. I was this close to finding something out too, but we'll need to deal with this threat before I can try again. Thanks, you 556. Come with me, but don't attack unless I order you to. Okay, I promise I won't. More! Gimme more! Bismarck absolutely chose violence in that moment. With her entire being, she wanted the violence. It wasn't just I need to find out, it was I want to fuck this up. I love me some war. Some violence. Some big cannons shooting. Far Minecraft violence. Don't we all? Don't we all? Do not fry the fish! No! If you fry me, I die. Fishy sticks? No, that also kills me. Can I just say, I keep collecting weird gifts with fish, and my collection is growing by the day. There is so many weird fish gifts out there, and I love it. There's like this one I found recently, where there is just a person holding a ice cream cone up to an aquarium, and there's just a puffer fish inside, and that puffer fish is absolutely determined to eat that, to eat the ice cream, but he can't. And I feel so bad for it. Because that fish is just like, man, I want that ice cream. But he's behind glass. Yeah, poor puffer fish. It's like the sad gift when you're hungry but you can't eat. Yeah. Damn, someone is absolutely catapulting their bombs. Don't know which ship is doing that. Probably Shirayuki or Harmon. Slugma Pog. Good old Pogma. When Slugma return? Oh, don't worry, I did not forget about shiny breeding Slugma. It's just that the DLC for Slugma to be added into Scarlet Violet first of all needs to come out. And then I would also have to invest into a capture card to even be able to stream games from my Switch. And I just don't have the financial means to do so currently. And there's also no point because the DLC is not out yet. But I have not forgotten about it. It will be done. I will do it. I don't think I can emulate Scarlet Violet. Especially not with my save file. If I could, I would. Also, how dare you say such evil things, like breaking the valued Nintendo terms of service, you actual criminal. What would they do if the multi-million corporation would lose money? What would you do? You should go for prison to even suggesting such a thing. Worst human being. Please respect the devs. Oh, I would emulate it. I would emulate the fuck out of it. Respect Nintendo wife so uncensored. I would respect Nintendo more if they wouldn't go against their own fans constantly. I love it when they're pissed their pants because someone made a fan game to show their love for a game series. Because how dare you use their IP? You actual violator. Violating a Nintendo IP should honestly be punishable with death. So all Smash players in the world get executed. Because they're not playing the game how it's intended to be played, therefore they should be sentenced to death. Easy. Easy. What do you mean you don't enjoy the game the exact way we intended to? How dare you do that? Anyway, let's bring out another gacha. That is trash. Big brain Nintendo moment. After 40 years of box of packs making 100 packs like bro. Yeah! They even shut down the fucking shop, like what's the point? The best thing, when they shut down the like 3DS shop and everything, same for the Wii U, some of the devices are no longer usable. Some of them they're just bricked. They can't be used anymore. It's like, how do you fuck up this badly? It's wild, it's wild. Yeah. Average out of touch company. Not surprising, honestly. It's not just Nintendo, it's a bunch of those companies. Another kill. Oh, I like the little tail. It actually comes out of her back. Ooh. I'd be surprised if ever there will be a lead ship in Nintendo that is like at least a little bit in touch with reality. Even just like a 1% being in touch with reality would be a upgrade, honestly, over 0%. It's more than 0. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Okay, let me unpack what I'm seeing here. So first of all, Regensburg Sprite looks absolutely badass. Holy shit. What a great sprite. Second of all, I understand this is for story purposes, but seeing a fucking battleship being in the Vanguard breaks my brain. I can't. Sorry I'm late. How's the battle? Stressful, but we're somehow managing. Suikaku swears otherwise, but I'm pretty sure this is only one of the Hermit's vessels. It still packs a bunch, but I can tell that it operates like a pawn in certain regards. But now that you're back, we don't need to hold this turf anymore. Let's put some distance between us and this thing, so it'll go back to fighting that blob of mist again. Wait, the moment this thing started targeting us is when I tried to attack the fog beyond the nightmare. What could this mean? There's no point trying to run, it's specifically targeting us. Then we'll just have to turn it to scrap. If Akagi can defeat an Arbiter vessel, there's no reason we can't. Akagi did what? As long as we're quick, we should go undetected by that unidentified enemy. Everyone get ready for battle. Yo, I'm sure that at some point we will either, if they ever do it again, if they ever do retrofits again, we will get a Akagi and Kaga ultra rare thing, but it's more likely we get alternative versions of them. And they will have the giant foxes from the anime. They will. 100%. I'm absolutely sure of that. Yo, Gyarius is actually on the field. He's just fighting. Oh, that's so cool. Love it. Pew! Haha, can't touch this. Arbiter like fret my ass. It only knows how to blindly attack what's in front of it. Is this really the best it can do without its master giving it orders? Hold on, guys. Don't get too ahead of yourselves just yet. I've been keeping tabs on its movements. And it's been steadily advancing towards the tower as if we're just an afterthought. Hell, it has plenty of opportunities to intercept my planes, but doesn't seem to care at all. I knew it. I thought something wasn't quite right. Why would it do that though? Does it want to bomb the tower? No, wait, that's it. If it destroys the gates, we will be stuck here forever. There's no way to know that's what it's after. Regardless, the risk is too great to let it near the tower. We must stop it here, once and for all. Regensburg, Otto, Jade, Tsuikaku work together to shoot down its aircraft. Meanwhile, Ulrich, Gneisenau, and I will destroy the vessel itself. Yo, I absolutely love Bismarck 2, not gonna lie. I'll be speedrunning the affection. I'll get the best gear will go to her that I own. All guns, straight ahead, fire! Again and again, the sound of cannon fire rang out across the vast ocean. The very surface of the water seemed to be evaporating from their first assault. I've broken through its armor. A few more volleys should do it. Pew! What was that? We're getting flanked? It's an identified enemy, Lord Bismarck. We're under attack. Bastard, how did it get this close to us? What even is that thing? I still can't tell from a distance. Gneisenau, watch out! Rawr! What's with this insane firepower? How are we supposed to... No, this won't be our end. Everyone, get behind me! Rawr! Bismarck mounted her rigging and flew towards turning herself into the wall, separating her friends from the enemy. Moments before impact, she saw her life flash before her eyes. Even Geryon let out a warning cry. We shall fight until the last light has faded! Was an explosion tearing through her body, a blunt force battering her around, or a massive shockwave trying to turn her insides out? Even Bismarck herself could not tell. All she knew was that countless waves of pure malice were crashing into her, threatening to tear her asunder, forming crystalline black deposits on Geryon's wings. Beneath its unrelenting onslaught, even her massive rigging seemed like little more than a dingy rowboat trapped in a hurricane. Yet, she and her friends continued to cling on for dear life. Though the boat was tossed around mercilessly by the storm and waves, it never capsized. As the shock from the initial attack wore off, the deposits on Geryon's wings faded away like dust in the wind. The storm died down and the seas were calm once more. Phew! I thought we were all done for. Is it over? Please tell me it's over. The Arbiter, the Sirens, and that strange enemy are all just gone. We probably would be too, were it not for Geryon. Good boy! Rawr! Holy crap, not even Arbiter's vessel could survive whatever that was. When considering how dumb its tactics were, maybe that's to be expected. You did it, Lord Bismarck. The tower is safe now. So, what now? Do we use the gate? Red Sea will reach the tower if it expands again. I'd say so. It's not like there's anything else we can do, and it feels like the way forward. And got into the upside down city, you mean? It's a risk gamble. Or I'd say, but we truly don't have any other options. Let's go, back to the tower, everyone. How did she block the attack? Not even one of the ashes could. No matter how advanced the 2 rigging is, it cannot possibly be immune to corruption. Bismarck, I must know, what is the 2 rigging exactly? I once fell because I used the black cube and tasted the powers of Meta. 2 is the power that goes beyond my past limitations. It is the power that will lead Ironblood forwards. It is the power to still give them more ships, despite no longer having ships to pull from. Clear! We did it! We did the story. Look at Boba. Ho ho ho! Beautiful skin. Ew, feet. Yikes. Let me just stop real quick. Thank you. Anyway. So that's it for the story for part 1. That was 2.5 hours, yeah. Big progress. Big progress indeed. Just do some maintenance. Honestly, my voice is still kinda okay. Kinda. Not saying it fully is, but a little bit. A tiny little bit. Still shouldn't really talk more. But even the rental outfits this time. Oh, it's this one. So... I don't like swimsuit outfits. I don't like them. I hate that Taiho keeps getting skins. I don't like her. She keeps getting so many skins. It's too much. That's Egir. She is a ship of my collection. Wait, let me show you what she normally looks like. She's PR4. That's Egir. That's normal Egir. It's just thick. There's so much thickness in this game, believe me on that one. Anyway, do I have any XP to start leveling up? Your best girl? She's okay. She's okay. We upgrade. 4, 5, 6, 4, 4, 4. I love the sprite. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, yeah. That's it for today, I would say. I'll be back tomorrow to do the second part. I'm just gonna do my brain is hanging. The hard modes. I'm gonna do them off screen. I'll be back, do not worry. I'll be back. And then tomorrow, once the second part has opened up, we're gonna do the second part. However, that's like 22 hours. I hate the timer on this. The timer should just like go away with the daily reset, honestly. So yeah. Once this timer has run out, we're gonna do the second part of the story, do the special stages, if I have a throat after that. But yeah, let's see if Bismark still crashes my emulator. Let's test that out and then we can stop. Here we go. Does she crash the emulator? She does still crash the emulator, in fact. Why? What the fuck is going on? So yeah, I have no idea why she crashes it. I had to go to my phone and change the secretaries and then log into the emulator back in. There's something about her. She's just too powerful. She's just too goddamn powerful, man. You can't stop her. She's too strong. So yeah, thank you very much. That was a very great stream. Thank you for everyone who subbed and joined. That was an experience I didn't have before. I hope you all come back. Hopefully see all of you next time. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna rest up. So yeah. Yeah, seeing me read is weird. I actually did an entire stream where I just was reading for 5 hours. Just saying. I did it before. I can do it again. So yeah. Good night. You all sleep well. Bye bye.